The living room,
the living room, the living room, the living room, the living room, the living room, the living room, the living room. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the living room. It is Monday, August the 3rd. Happy August, y'all.
Hey.
What's going on? I'm Mr. Starvin Artist, and this is
your boy Jaye Allen, and we cannot forget Buddy.
Buddy.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy? Welcome back.
Thank you.
You were not missed.
You weren't either.
Y'all in this energy. What kind of energy is this?
He hated.
On them overalls, yes.
Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get started with our show, Devious Maids on Lifetime.
Devious Maids on Lifetime. So, what's going on with our homegirl Zoila?
Zoila?
Zoila.
So we got to go straight to Zoila.
Yeah, well, Zoila started off the episode, didn't she?
Okay. So, you know, Zoila has, been having trouble with the doctor, basically. And so she decides that the doctor has been going after and cleaning after her, basically. So,
yes.
So she says...
With his hospital phenomenon.
I know. I was like, that is...
Yeah.
I'm like...
Very disinfected.
Right. He was like, you can operate on this thing. And so she was like determined to really prove that,
she was still a good maid.
She was still a good maid. So she went in on her off day, which is true dedication, to clean. And she finds out there's none other than another maid.
Another maid. Come on now, y'all. But Zola really is pregnant, though. So why doesn't she just chill?
I would chill, especially if I'm getting paid the same salary and less the work.
Chill. She's pregnant. And she's 50. And she's pregnant.
Damn.
As according to the show, she's 41.
41.
But she's 50 plus.
Right. And yeah, I mean, that's crazy. But I think she felt like her job was a little bit in jeopardy, though, because...
Jean-Vieve ain't getting rid of Zola. Zola's her
but
only
I don't
family.
know. Jean-Vieve is getting that good D.
Ooh la la, ooh la la.
Let me tell you, Jean-Vieve has been doing a lot of
She has
stuff
a little
out of
bit extra,
character.
yes. She's
She's like not really on like the Zoila side no more. She's like doing all this stuff that she wouldn't be doing. See, the good D will make you do
I just feel like her focus is divided right now. But yeah.
Oh, it's divided.
It's divided, all
right. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh la la. But yeah, so what does she do? She leaves. Zola leaves. She moves back home.
She left. She went home last episode. And
Yeah.
so she agrees that maybe some help actually would be good. You know.
She's 50 and pregnant.
And so we go over to the Powells, and the Powells have adopted a child.
Well, we should say that Evelyn's adopted a child.
Evelyn, a foster child of a little black boy,
Dion.
She says could be the next Obama.
The next Obama. He looks like a little young Obama.
Let me tell you, when that black boy came out, I literally laughed loud because I'm like, this is so ignorant.
She just wanted a baby. It didn't matter what it was, who it was, where he came from.
Yes. And so Adrian is not really here for this baby, whether it's black, white, red or yellow, black and white. They're not precious in his sight. So,
but you know what? Apparently his reason and rationale for not wanting this young boy in the house is because it still reminds him of his deceased son Barrett.
I thought that was so sweet though when you really find out why. Because Adrian went to great lengths to try to get Dion to want to leave. He even told him about the murders that happened in the house and the here we go again, the missing limbs, the murders and the missing limbs. And so Dion was spooked and wanted to leave the house.
Sleeping in the closet.
But,
It's like, come on, Dion.
They had a child that they lost, and Adrian's just like...
It was hit by a car by those people from last season.
Right.
Yeah.
Marisol, she got a bad taste in men.
Really, really bad taste in men. All them dudes.
And so I thought that was precious because it's just like...
Precious is the word we're going with?
Well, I thought it was,
a child?
I thought his reasoning, once you start to understand it, was really... Like, you felt for him because it's just like, I can't give him my heart again because I can't stand for it to be broken again.
Yes.
You know, anyway, speaking of Marisol and her awful choice of men, you know, we find out that Marisol's boyfriend, Jesse Spano.
Yes, Jesse Spano. Yes, say about it.
Basically, Jesse, we found out that he had an altercation with the dead tennis pro.
He used to work at the club.
They used to work at the club together.
Yeah.
And so now the maids are suspecting that maybe Jesse is the one that killed.
Because they just know it ain't Blanca. They said, it will not be Blanca. No.
No.
And that's got to be
But
Jesse.
she was such a good singer.
Yes, she was. At, what's the name of that school?
McKinley
High.
I can't want to say McKinley Tech, but that's here.
Not McKinley Tech.
But, so, you know, Marisol schemes up a plan that she's going to go and snoop around and find, because she's like, I really don't know Jesse as much as I thought that I knew. So she goes up to his house and surprises him and is going to cook dinner for him, basically.
What a surprise.
Right. And she's like, oh no, I forgot the chicken.
The main
ingredient, because
yes.
she's going to cook like a chicken casserole or something. But she was like, oh, and she was like, can you go to the store for me? And so he was like, yeah, I basically go to the Giant. And she was like,
she said the organic market.
Right,
she wanted him to go far away.
So she had some time to snoop. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, so he leaves.
But she should be better at snooping, though. I mean, she's by this time, she's the one that spurns all these mysteries.
Right.
So, like,
and he probably live in an apartment, so he got the latch.
So, yeah, gotta go through
I would at least put that on there. So when he came back, he can't just walk up in there.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna go and snoop through your dude stuff, just saying.
Right, and you gotta make sure they're gone for at least 5 minutes.
For a minute or
because
something.
Usually in 5 minutes, sometimes people forget stuff and they will want to turn around.
Right
so you don't want to start immediately. You know.
Just gotta be chill. Tips of the trade.
Tips of the trade, just so you know. What else?
What else happened on Divas Maids? Rosie Spence and Miguel, yes, the son. That little dude who gets a few lines.
Yeah, so Miguel was found looking at a magazine called Honkers, which is basically a Playboy.
Do they still make those, though, magazines? Everybody just gets their porn off the internet, right?
Well, I think they still make Playboy. Because Playboy is
it's iconic, but, you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you could just Google.
Yeah, just type it in. It's like right there. You don't got to go to no stores.
Not that I would know.
I mean, they might need them in the hospital or in jail.
In the hospital?
Sperm banks, I mean,
Sorry,
when
in
they,
the
you know.
In the hospital, you still need your porn. I don't care.
I mean, they give you magazines.
Why not?
But
how long you going to be in the hospital? If you're there for like 3 months.
No, you shouldn't be doing that in the hospital.
Then what you going to do for 3 months?
Recuperate. What?
I'm just saying.
If you ain't there to make no babies, I'm just saying. I don't think you need to be having no magazines up in there.
If you're in the hospital for
you should
3
be in there
months,
trying to get
then
well.
there's something that is way wrong with you.
Exactly.
And masturbation should be the last thing.
I'm not even saying masturbation, just stimulation, just to see it.
I don't know. I mean, especially if you got heart problems or something, that's not good. Like,
it is not good. Okay, so right, you know, so Rosie goes over to Spence. It's like, oh, you know, since Ernesto is gone, which I think is shady. Is shady, basically.
Well, they're still married though.
Well, according to the church, they're not still married.
According to the Catholic Church,
Right.
But according to the laws of California,
the California Penal Code.
Penal Code, yeah, they still married.
Right, and so she's like, can you talk to Miguel? And so basically,
she said it just like that. Oh, Miguel, I found him looking at this.
I would have been like, no, because Miguel is not my biological son.
And there's something wrong with the boy.
And no.
Ain't right.
And you only coming to me because the dude you left me for is not in town? Hell no. Like, no, I would not do that.
That happened to me once.
What? What happened to
yeah, what happened to you?
I'm just saying, like, somebody try to come back and be like, I need your help. Be like, you need my help?
you? You seem like a person that would help.
I am, and that's what I did.
I know you did. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he would help.
Different.
Now, me on the other end, and that would not have been me. Okay.
Yeah.
She would not even got through the door.
Shouldn't have got through the door.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have. But Spence agrees to assist.
Yeah, and he actually gives Miguel some good advice. He was like, basically,
He gave Miguel bad advice, though.
Why?
I don't know that I would tell a 9-year-old to go off and kiss a girl.
He didn't say kiss. He said, tell her how you feel.
I tell a 9-year-old girl, you feel like, I love you so much. And when I look at this magazine, I think about you.
No, you gonna
Is
say,
that
I have
what you gonna say
feelings
to a
for
little
you.
girl?
No, not that. It's like, I have feelings for you. I like you. Do you like me? Check yes and no.
Oh, is that what? Okay. Well, I guess we're still doing that.
Yes. And so Miguel just took it a step
He
further.
took it a step further.
And so he kissed Katie because Katie.
He gave her that tongue. I was like, Miguel, stop.
And Katie pushed him off. It's just
She
like,
should have.
No, I will dance on your blood.
And Rosie comes in, oh, Neil, my Katie.
Oh, Dios mío.
Dios mío. How would you say such a thing?
Oh, no. And so, you know, she's concerned for Miguel's well-being because she thinks Katie is about that turn up. And so, basically, we find out that Katie is basically has a lot of trauma because she was a witness to her parents. She was a witness to her parents' murder, and so the people that killed her are actually looking for her because
the people that killed her are looking for her.
The people that killed her parents. The people that killed her parents are looking for her because she's the sole witness, and she could put them away for a long time.
So she'll be like, it was him.
My daddy. Oh, that makes sense why she was drawing that picture of her daddy that was dead.
Yeah, look at that. Total recall. Okay, total recall.
Because she saw them dead.
And that's why she always draws these most violent pictures.
Because she experienced a lot of hard times. So,
or one hard time.
Katie just needs a hug.
Well, Katie was also there when Taylor, whatever happened in the house at the beginning of the season with that bloody scene that we saw.
Oh, we still don't know what happened in that.
Yeah.
And speaking about Taylor, it basically goes off with Taylor and Spence like in cahoots, and she's like, "Do you think she knows about us?" And he's like, "I don't think so." So that's Devious Maids, Monday's Lifestyle.
Yep.
Moving on to Hollywood Divas.
Hollywood Divas. Hollywood Divas. TV One, Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Buddy, what's going on with Hollywood Divas?
So basically at
I'm
the
loving your
beginning,
voice.
Elise walks in on the girls. So they just looking at her like, ugh, why is she here? Like they gave her the stink look about the whole situation with the White sisters. And
right.
I guess,
well, and my thing is like, if you're gonna attack somebody and they just got there, like you at least let them sit down and be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? They was like, hey, Elise, we heard about the White sisters, yada yada. And I'm like, well, damn, can I get a?
They mad at Elise because she's the one that works.
And it's Paula who's confusing everybody.
It is Paula.
It's Paula.
She is.
You know, she's kind of
irritating.
Yeah.
Well, she said it, but
she's explaining it in different ways to make Elise look bad. And then Lisa is like, look, girl, like, you need to tell the truth because you're going to make me pop off on you if you don't tell the truth or something. So, yeah, that's basically what happened in the beginning.
Right, but then Elise basically tells him that instead of going back and forth about who did what, they need to just develop contracts. That should be
sure, but that's it's business.
That should have been the beginning. That's the very beginning.
Business.
Anyway,
That's the contract.
so she was like, "Let's do that," but they still want to hash it out. But Elise was like, "Look, you know, we should just do that." And in the meantime, you know, Golden and Elise relationship, they were phased, are now starting to dissipate a little bit, and so you know. Golden started to do actors. She wanted to do her own actors workshop. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so basically she wanted to do her own actor workshop. At first she was going to cut out Paula and Shar. She was going to cut out Shar, but then she decided to keep them. So instead she had a plan to throw shade at them at the workshop, and she did just that. Basically she came for Elise and told her that she was too old, and then she introduced Shar and said she came from nothing to something, basically. And
what does that mean, though? I mean, Shar Jackson has one TV credit just like Golden has one TV credit.
Right.
I mean, neither one of them is like doing it big right now.
Except for Golden's credit is more recent, I guess, than Shar's.
Maybe, but I feel like Moesha was probably a bigger hit than Girlfriends, even though I prefer Girlfriends, but Moesha was a big show. A huge show.
Girlfriends still come on TV, Moesha don't.
It does. It comes on Uplifting.
Yeah, so basically after that, there was one of the fans who asked Elise about having a child, and does she regret not having a child? And Elise stated, no, she doesn't regret having a child because she would have rather been married first before she had a child. And I guess it offended the other girls.
Right, because she said she should have done it she would have rather, if she's going to do it, she was going to do it the right way. And that's what made the women mad, because she said
it was
the
right way.
Right.
Yes.
And so they're like basically saying, oh, well, you're basically saying that what we did wasn't the right way. Because then she also goes a step further and just to be like, basically like, well, she didn't say that, but Golden kind of took it to be like, well, we just got it the best way that we could, and we didn't do it the right way. And Golden basically was like, truth be told is, the reason she really don't have a kid is because it didn't work out with nobody long enough for her to have a kid.
It takes 35 seconds to have a kid, though. Golden's just like trying to come because of her choice that she made, and Elise made a choice. People have choices. And maybe the term the right way wasn't the way that she wanted to go.
Well, Golden confronts her about it because she was like, listen, I have this problem. You're talking about the right way. And she was like, you know, well, that's how, when people ask me, that's how I feel. And she was like, well, basically, when you say the right way, it makes it seem like what we did is the incorrect
She wasn't even
way.
talking about you, though.
Yeah,
but you said when you say the right way,
I mean, agreed,
then you
but the
automatically
right way-
implies that something is wrong. The opposite of that is the wrong way.
The right way is like, you know what, I put on my pants before I put on my socks. It's semantics. I mean,
But
like,
that's not the right way. That's your personal choice.
It's just a way.
It's a way,
It's a
right?
way.
Not the right way. When you
Yeah,
say
no,
the
I
right
agree.
way,
I mean, maybe the right way is that, but I'm not going to confront somebody about saying the right way because...
Well, I mean, if you feel some kind of way that she may be throwing underhand shade at you, and
She
then-
wasn't throwing. No, she was throwing shade. She wasn't throwing shade at her. She was just saying how she felt about having a child.
Listen, Linda. No, but then my thing is that Elise was like, she wanted to be traditional, have the husband, and then Golden, when Golden confronted her, was like, it didn't work out because you was with a dude and y'all didn't have it. And she was like, well, I didn't want to get pregnant, so, you know, we was using condoms and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you can't at one point say you're trying to do things the right way by getting married and have a child, and then in another vein saying you having sex. Because if you're talking about the right way would be to get married, then have sex,
And
then have
that's
kids.
semantics, because then people would never have sex then, because people don't get married
Well,
no
you're not
more.
supposed to have sex
Who says this?
until you get married.
The right way.
Child.
The right way, then the world will perish.
Well,
Because people ain't getting married.
No,
They
but
shouldn't.
really, I think Golden just took that a little too far. I mean, I would have just left that alone. Like, I mean, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. You can't tell her when she can have a child or how she should go
You know
about
what? I
having it.
actually
Like,
agree with you.
yeah,
It
I
makes
mean-
some sense.
Whatever. All right, next is Power.
Power Saturdays, 10 p.m. on Stars. Stars.
You know,
Stars.
you were mentioning that you didn't like the episode, but all day on Facebook today, everybody was talking about how
I was actually at TGI Fridays yesterday, and people were talking about Power.
people were going
People
in about it. They were
Power,
like, this
so-
was the best episode of Power yet. Anyway, Lobos is back in town because he's trying to get money because there's a Mexican cartel that's basically after him, and it's turning deadly.
It's the G interpretation of Power.
And anyways, so, you know, the scene opens with Lobos at the, I guess, hotel pool.
A bathhouse.
Getting head.
Yeah.
He was getting some head, getting some head. But the dude got some mad skills, because first of all, you don't even see this dude.
Underwater.
He's underwater.
And for a long time.
You said what, buddy?
nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, the dude comes up. I mean, he was down there for a long time, and basically he was like, "Why'd you come up?" And he was like, "I had to get some air."
Oh, it was two dudes?
One dude.
One dude,
Oh.
but still, yeah,
He
too.
was underwater.
For a good
he was
5
there
minutes.
for a good minute because him and the other
The
dude.
scene was going on. I thought things were explained. And then
Yeah.
we're like, oh, okay. But then, like, you know, this so lazy, but what is she? We call her a maid. I don't know what she was. Maybe she's the towel girl. I don't know.
Zoila cousin.
Zoe the cousin. Zoe the little sister. The one that you can get rid of.
That's what's her name? Valentina.
Valentina.
She lived in
New York. Look at Valentina. Look at what she's doing now. Valentina is now a spy or a secret agent.
Remy turned her out.
It's about time.
Yeah, so she tries to kill Lobo.
She opens fire. And they be
Right.
like, well, honey, well, you don't have no backup here. You think you're just going to come and kill us? And they get her real easy. One, right to the dome. Pow.
Boom.
See you
Yes.
later.
And so Lobos kind of basically contacts Ghost, and he's like, yo, I need to talk to you. Ghost thinks it's about money. And so Lobos was like, no, it's about something completely different. I'll text you the address. Meanwhile, last episode, Angela made a copy of Ghost's cell phone, which is probably the smartest thing she's done all season.
All show.
Yes. Which makes me be like,
Maybe she's not the dumb junk we thought she was.
I'm going to have to sleep with my phone under my pillow or in
You
my pocket.
You should, though, if anybody else is staying at your place.
Why?
Because
I don't have nothing in my phone that people would really be wanting to get to. So, anyways. Don't leave your phone out.
Leave your phone out.
I didn't see how to make a copy of it.
Leave your phone out. But the whole episode, Angela's getting all of his incoming texts and calls, and she sees what's going on, and she starts to. I don't even feel like she still doesn't want to believe that Jamie's involved.
Right, because she knows all this information.
And she still and she still goes off, and she like tapes him like 3 times this episode. They were sleeping together a lot for some reason.
Right.
And I was like,
she was like DTF.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. Have you ever text somebody DTF, buddy?
What's that?
Down tough.
We learned that yesterday. What DTF means?
Okay.
Yes.
That's that new kid stuff, though. You know, you should be like
DTF. Okay.
No. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What you doing?
What you doing? What you up to?
Let's chill.
The kid just be like, now DTF.
Okay. DTF.
That's real simple.
Well, anyway, so you know, she decodes the text message that Lobos had sent to Ghost about the meetup location. So she follows him and to like the Valley store basically. And so she is so stupid because she calls him on the busy streets of New York City. Come on now, all that noise that's going on while she's outside.
I mean, I don't know why she called him though.
I don't know why she called him either.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary.
Then he lies to her, basically it's like, hey, I'm at Truth. And then an ambulance passes by, and obviously he hears the same ambulance, so he looks out the window and sees her. You say he sees her, right?
Yeah,
I didn't realize he saw her.
Yeah, he looks out the window and sees her.
I know he suspected something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so that was that. And so he actually gets the real location to where he's going to meet Lobos. And so Lobos basically propositions him and basically wants him to be him in the United States to oversee all of his different operations in LA, New York, Miami. And, you know, Ghost basically is like, well, I'll let you know, right? And so Lobos doesn't like that answer and thinks that now that Ghost is a liability.
He's a bad liability.
So he wants to get rid of him.
Yeah, and but Ghost is still, I guess Tasha has become Ghost's confidant and advisor and whoever he is.
Because I mean, they're still like, I mean, I think that's what drew them together because like,
well, she's so much smarter than him.
But I mean, she was down for the cause. She was down for whatever.
She's no longer down for him. I think,
but she's still down for the cause.
She's still down for the cause.
Yes,
because the cause benefits her. This dude, Jamie Ghost, whatever his name is, doesn't necessarily benefit her anymore. But she still wants whatever's gone down to continue so she can continue the lifestyle that she lived thus far. And she basically tells Jamie that she needs to go ahead and put a bullet
in Lobos.
Right there, right in the dome.
Right, because she was like, basically, if you kill Lobos, then basically the feds are looking for Lobos. If they find his body, then the investigation doesn't go anywhere. So that was, you know, so he approaches Tommy about this and was like, hey man, this is what we need to do. We need to kill him. And then Tommy's like, no, I don't want to do that. And he was like, you know, how are we going to find another connect? And, you know, meanwhile, Ghost is like, no, we have all this money because you see, like, in one
rows
scene,
and rows and rows of money. Like, I mean, it's
like Lego blocks.
Like Lego blocks, but I mean, it would have had to have been, at that point, billions. I don't know who decided that was the scene to shoot. But it was just like,
it was a lot of money. It was like, we split it down the middle, 50-50. We get out the game. And Tommy doesn't want to get out the game, though.
But you know what? I just thought about, like, Ghost be living like real fly on this show. But Tommy lives real mediocre, like.
Because I think I think that whole dynamic in the conversation shows you why Ghost really, I think, really wanted better for himself and wanted better for himself, and you can see
look
that.
At that. See, look at you thinking. Okay.
After how he models his lifestyle and different things like that, Tommy is like from the hood, wants to stay in the hood, wants to be in the hood. So he's like, this is me. This is who I am. So that plan doesn't work well. What?
It's made like Tommy have a coming out story. This is me. This is who I am.
This is who I am. Here's where I stand.
Get it, Tommy.
All right. What else happened?
What else happened? Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan is back. and you know he's stirring up lots of
But
trouble.
with no explanation about where
Nobody
he's been.
and nobody even concerned about where he
Nobody
was.
asked.
Tasha Smith didn't ask. Sean didn't
Tasha
ask.
Smith didn't ask.
Like nobody asked where he was at, and so he just shows up. He wants to know the location. Well, he was trying to figure out what they've been up to. So he meets with Tommy, and Tommy just has diarrhea of the mouth. So he's just saying everything that's happened and different things like that. What else happened?
The little dude who they were trying to get set up with Ghost last. I don't know what his name is.
With that big old nose. Oh my god, his
Yeah.
nose is humongous. Like that light skinned boy. It's like it looks like one of the people from Arthur. Like DW's nose.
Sorry, actor. I know that's your real nose. Can't really do anything about it, but.
Oh, you know. Well, anyway.
But
so-
you were on the show and you played a character, and you were saying you was going to be on Ghost's team, but you're really on Kanan's team.
But we don't really know.
Well, he's on his own team, man.
Yeah.
He's on his own team.
He's on his own team. And, you know, so the Fast think they know the location of the bus that's going down where the meet. And so they decide that they are going to meet up, basically, at 1 o'clock at this warehouse where Angela has the cell phone, the copy of the cell phone of Ghost, so she knows the real location and still doesn't disclose this, though, to them. And I'm like, why is she not doing this? Like, that's crazy, right? So, but she eventually does tell, and the Fats go in. They get Lobos, they get Tommy, but luckily,
And Tommy does the best. He calls her a cunt. I was like, get it, Tommy.
he's like, "You're going down, you cunt."
Just like, yes, Tommy, because
Yeah.
she's a dummy, and she stands right there, and she knows she's gonna be bringing these people out, and she knows that Ghost is still tied
They
to
already
Tommy.
got in trouble with Holly. The
Yeah,
first
Harley.
time.
I mean, she just dumb.
And I'm glad Ghost didn't get caught, so I wonder how did that happen.
I wish Ghost would have got caught, and I wish he would have saw that dumb junk standing right there.
Like, Jimmy.
Because
Because she thought he was the one that got shot, because one of Lobos' partners got shot, and she thought it was Jamie. And she was relieved that it wasn't him, even though she knows now that he is involved with this foolishness.
She's really dumb. Yes, that was power.
That was power,
That was
and
power.
so it is shaking up. So make sure you tune this in because there's a lot of danger. So everybody's got a target on their back. Go. What? You know what? Let me be great, please. Thank you. Married to Medicine.
Married to Medicine, Bravo, Sundays, 8 p.m.
Sunday. So, Married to Medicine, you know, Quad gets picked as a brand ambassador for the couture line, BCBG.
What's that?
Couture?
No, BCBG.
Stop. What's that stand for?
Where's
Don't
that
give me
at?
a line, but I know that BCBG was real big in the 90s
Yeah.
when I was like in high school.
BCBG is still, no, I'm thinking of BB.
Mm-hmm.
BB. You don't know what BB is, buddy?
The women's store.
But anyway, she gets chosen as a brand ambassador, and so they're gonna fly her out to LA to do like a interview because she's an up and coming person. So she
What's
invites.
up and coming about Quad?
She's got picture perfect pup.
That's what's up and coming though.
Her business is up and coming.
Okay. Alright.
That business is gonna. That's a really good idea. Do you know how many people love to put their dogs in clothes?
I know.
You know, people think their dogs are human.
Are human, and I think
People,
that's
yeah.
a perfect business for her.
And there's medicine for that.
My God.
There is.
So, you know, she invites Jill and Simone on the trip with her to LA. And so, anyway, so they go to LA and they're riding. Meanwhile, with her stylist, his name is Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, shout out. I love your name. And then, they were recounting the stories about how her stylist put her in this, one piece to go to this place called the Shadow Room, which is like this big club that used to be in Atlanta. And, she was like, oh, I was thinking like a thought. And Jill was like, what's a thought? And so, but, I feel like sometimes white people don't be like it with the lingo, but like in 5 years, they're going to start using thought.
Like, they're like, oh, it's a thought. Like, I heard this white girl say a couple days ago, she's like, bye, Felicia. I was
Yes, they be saying bye, Felicia.
It's like,
They be
are we
saying,
doing that again?
Right. And they be talking about shady all
Are
the
we
time.
back there?
They be like, oh, you shady.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Catch up, y'all. Stay with us. Just stay with us. We can all be in the same lane together.
Or if you go to like predominantly white clubs, how like their
Their
songs
music.
be like songs like hip hop songs that came out like 5 years ago.
They're like in the club,
Right.
got what you need.
I love that new 50.
50 Cent, yeah.
Twerking.
Yeah.
Twerking,
Oh my God, that was one thing.
twerking. That thing incensed me.
Yeah.
It incensed me that they were like twerking became this big thing about 2 or 3 years
twerking
ago.
forever.
And wanted twerking.
Okay.
And now it's like, oh, we be twerking.
Right.
Stop. Catch up, y'all, or at least walk like a step behind. Real
Not
close.
a long way. So anyway, so they're having a good little time, and while they're there, you know, Jill decides that she's going to invite Quad to a benefit that she's going to have. And so she's basically like, I want you to come. I'm going to invite all the ladies.
But then her benefits sound like mad unshaped. She's like, it's all about prohibition. I'm going to use the word prohibition a lot. It's like, what does that mean, baby?
Right. Because she's like, prohibition. She was like...
Like, prohibition was when they didn't allow alcohol back in the 30s. I don't know what she's
But then
talking
it was like about domestic violence.
Domestic
It was
violence?
about
I
something
mean,
else. It was just really not together. But Quad was like, she's not coming anyway because Lisa was going to be there and she didn't want to get assaulted again.
But Jill never even said that. She said that she was inviting people, but Quad already, like, well, there were only 2 of us. So she already had a chip on her shoulder when, like, she first asked. She said, only the 2 of us are here. And it just transpired from there. And I don't know why, what's her name, Jill kept on even talking to her, Joe, because...
Yeah, but Jill
got crunk, though. Jill got crunk with her, though.
No, but she was like, Quad, don't turn this into drama.
Yeah,
I
she
said I would
crunk with
choose
her.
you
Yeah,
over her.
She did, though. And then Quad was like, first of all,
She was like,
when you talk to me,
like, lower your voice when you talk. She was like, lower your voice when you talk to me because I do not want this with you, Jill. Thank you. I was like, oh no, but and even Simone was looking at Quad like, okay,
Yeah.
girl,
Well, she
you're
needs to be looked
overreacting.
at like that. Go away, Quad.
And so Simone was like, Jill, just try on your clothes. I mean, and that's like one of those things where you get into an argument the last day of your trip, where you have a good time. That just make the whole trip seem like it's not fun no more. You know, you'd be like so over it. So, meanwhile, you know, we go back over to Atlanta, and Dr. Jackie is really, you know, her storyline is really sad because she's dealing with taking care of her father, who is basically dying. He has what?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and so he's really unable to care for himself now because of this disease. And so her thing is now whether or not to sign the DNR or not, the do not resuscitate. And you know, on the one hand, the doctor side of her tells her, yeah, this is what you should do. And then the daughter side tells her something else. And so...
What's interesting to me, though, wasn't the mother there, or are they not married anymore?
The mother was
No, the
there.
mother was there.
Yeah.
But the mother and father not married anymore?
Yeah.
No, they're still
That's
married.
America. She
They
lived
had
her
to
mother.
move him to Atlanta.
But well, I mean, I
because
guess
the
that's
mom
my
couldn't-
question. I mean, if you're still married, your child would do your DNR, your spouse would do your DNR.
Well, I think that they gave Jackie the decision because I think Jackie's from like a really small town kind of place. And
Yeah.
that because Jackie's a doctor, I think
Right.
they entrusted that responsibility to her because she would make the wisest decision based on her medical knowledge.
I don't want my kids signing my DNR. You know?
No, I mean, and see,
Not my kids.
and that's one of the things like you should talk about because that's one of the things that Jackie was battling with because she basically was like, I don't really know what my father's wishes are.
And I feel like the mother was there, so.
But the mother didn't really know.
She
The
didn't
mother,
know, yeah.
And she was like talking about how she was
wanted
dealing
to
with it
take-
too. She was
yeah,
like, "Oh,
she
I
wanted to
miss
take
him
him
so
back.
much." I was like,
Yeah.
"Take him back, the old him," and that's gonna be hard too. Like your
Absolutely,
spouse,
absolutely.
like you.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
old, she must have married him as he was older because she still looks significantly
She's
younger.
Yeah.
No, and she look real
Yeah.
fly. It's like, look at mom.
I was saying that too.
Mom look real fly.
Yes, and so it's just a hard decision, and you know, like I cannot imagine like being faced with that decision to like do that. Like the one enemy would say like, oh well, if they let them just die naturally, but then if I really get into that situation, then I think I would probably be thinking like, well, you know, maybe there's a possibility, yada yada yada.
I mean, you know, for me, it's all about quality of life, and he's
That's what her
dealing,
sister
and
said.
he's dealing with so many other issues besides, you know, his Alzheimer's and his overall physical health. Is that life? So, I mean, if you're going to keep me alive via machine,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but they ultimately decided that they were not going to sign the DNR. So, And then the mom was basically like, when God wants him to come, he'll take him home. And so that's kind of where they left things there. What?
I just saw Beyonce. She's looking at me when you said that. She's giving me so much precious Lord. So I was like,
I mean, I guess that would be the best decision because it's not like he can do it for himself.
No,
you know,
can't. And that's why it falls on. Oh, I cannot imagine having to make that decision. Okay, and so that was basically Married to Madison. It's supposed to turn up a little bit next week.
she's like, but if somebody threw a glass at your face, what would you feel right now? I'll wait. Like, LaQuadra.
Yes. So we'll see what happens next week. Thanks for watching The Living Room. Make sure you like this video. And we are out. Roll the credits.
So, yeah, credits. How about that?
Butterfly in the sky.
Netflix. Rainbow.
Reading
Rainbow.
Take a look.
Hey.
It's in a book.
No.
Reading Rainbow.
The living room. 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 Bye.